Frosty was the name Gabe gave it. It being an early 80s Chevrolet Caprice classic, painted with blue that glittered like snowflakes in the light. Before, when his father had bought it for his son as simply a car, it was just a thing with no name, an object. But Gabe gave it a name. Then it was no longer a thing. It was a companion, one now beloved by its owner. Yet while those feelings never changed, time happened. Frosty now sat in the garage of Gabe's home, the one he scarcely used, save for a place to store a small fridge he would stock with his favorite beer he imported from Germany, and the rare occasion when the man needed to fix something with the old tools that rest in the rust. Yet even with these rare visits, Gabe never forgot Frosty. Not one time. Each visit began and ended with a gentle tap on its hood. A few words that would warm the cold heart of the machine, before Gabe would flip the lights off and step back into his home. Here Frosty would sit again, waiting for its owner to return. There came a day which would have surprised Frosty, could it experience such an emotion. Gabe came running into the garage. He looked worried. Frosty would have shared in its owner's emotions if it could, and it would have felt the surprise even more when its door opened and Gabe climbed inside of it. The key turned. The old engine sputtered. And again. A few choice words came from Frosty's owner, both of annoyance and pleading, until... Gabe was so happy. The owner pressed a button and looked back as the garage door slowly opened, causing Gabe to become quite impatient. Frosty didn't know where they were going, nor did it care. It was glad to finally be driving again. After all these years, glad it was no longer sitting in an old garage, catching dust. Glad to be noticed again. Frosty could also feel its own age. It knew it was its last trip. It could feel it. But wherever its master's destination was, it would get him there, no matter the distance. The car was met with the cold of December with wind and snow as it pulled from the drive, its slightly deflated tires crunching the rime of the road. The falling snowflakes caught the light, matching the glitter of the old blue paint job that peeled in many places. And then it drove. "Where are we going?" it would ask if it could. "Is everything okay? Are you okay?" It would ask if it could. But it trusted its master. It had been there through the thick and thin of it with him. The wheel its master steered with, worn from the years of use. The headlight, still cracked, yet working after Gabe lost control of Frosty in the blizzard of '93. The passenger mirror, missing after Gabe let his friend's girlfriend Brittany drive and she clipped a mailbox. Never again, Gabe had told her, yet still laughed with his friends and comforted her when he noticed how bad she felt for doing so. Frosty could feel its owner's eyes using the rear view. Every time they would linger on the old faded kiss of red lipstick, still barely visible from the night he lost his virginity. As awkward as it had been, The female Gabe chose to be with was kind. She could have told the whole school about such an awkward moment. Yet instead, she smiled and told Gabe kind things. And when she was dropped off home, just before midnight when her parents told her to be home, she planted a kiss on the mirror. The same one still there after all these years. All these memories still engraved on every inch of the old car. The one that still drove, just barely. Through that winter night, it continued. Frosty struggled and sputtered. Gabe begged his old companion, whispered. "Come on," he said. "Come on. Just a little more. Just a little closer. Almost there, Frosty." Frosty fought for its master. If it could promise it would, its metallic heart beating faster than it had ever beat. "Come on, Frosty. Please. Please. Please." When they turned into the hospital parking lot, it knew. It finally understood the severity of the situation. But even if it had not, it still would have done its job. It would have stayed loyal. The car, the old car, the one Gabe's dad had given him. Frosty finally shut off. Yet in its dying breaths, continued rolling all the way up to the front doors. Gabe got out quick, yet still in his worried and hurried state, gave the quickest tap to Frosty's hood and ran inside. There Frosty sat in the parking lot, cold, dying in the warm amber glow of the lot's light, watching the world around it, watching the snowflakes fall gently in silence. The world was so quiet. Frosty could feel itself getting closer to the end, whatever that end was. If Frosty even could end. If so, then it would be happy with such an end. An hour passed before Gabe returned. Its master's eyes were red, puffy. The man leaned on the car, gently rubbed his hands across the old hood. Glittering blue flakes clung to his skin, and melted snow ran, dripping like tears. "Thank you, Frosty. Thank you," its master told it. "If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to say goodbye to my dad. Thank you, friend." If Frosty could smile, it would. And if Frosty could die as well, this is what it would feel like.